What's up? How you
What
doing?
up?
I
Good.
saved
Good.
over here D'ing around. Hang on, I'm gonna change your thing here. Promise, I got it together. So we got this live shooting here. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, I know. I just got done with my live and he hits me up and is like, "Hey, this thing. I haven't even clicked on the link. I have no idea what's going on."
Oh, it was a shooting in Manhattan.
Park Ave, right?
Yeah, you can see that, right?
I can hear you. I can't hear the video,
Oh, it's
but
mute
I
right
can't
now.
see. Oh, okay. You
Yes.
disappeared though.
Oh yeah, that was meant to be. You know the deal. I gotta
I,
be.
I guess I don't know how you work things over here. My setup's completely different.
I gotta be different. So what?
I'm just gonna roll with it. So how
Yeah,
many did it say how many what happened?
but I'm working on it. Hang on a second. Let me get this other screen open so I can tell you what did. All right. So I lied. Um.
Oh, you know it
Here.
would be a good idea
Uh,
as if I maybe pulled up the chat so I can see who's in here. I'm so discombobulated right now.
hey Dan, how you going? Victorine, hi you. Long time no see. So this was
I'm coming, chat. I'm trying to get my shit together. Hold on.
shooting that was reported in Manhattan, and this was how long ago did this all start? Get you this. This was
Okay.
recent.
Hey Dan, hey Vic.
Yeah, we currently have no sound because they have no sound.
Oh,
16.
okay, that's what it is.
So this all started like 24 minutes ago. So this is still all kind of fresh.
Oh, so this is new.
They did
Fresh.
say suspect in custody. See, I'm getting the rest of this information.
So have they given any information about how many people were shot? Or if anybody was shot?
That's a negative. If
The shot of them going around the building breaking. Oh.
no, so this all started like at 6:30. One cop was shot. Oh, got so far on this.
I can look up some info.
I think everything else is kind of
Let me
on
get my trusty dusty
the detail.
iPad here. You said Park Ave, right?
Yeah. So this was Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan.
Okay, an active investigation is underway after an NYPD officer and civilian were shot in Midtown Manhattan, according to police sources. They say the officer and civilian were shot on the street and East 52nd Street and Park Ave by a suspect who fled into an office building. There is currently a lockdown at the office building at 345 Park Ave. It's unclear the extent of the victim's injuries. Officials are asking people to avoid areas near East 52nd Street between Park Ave and Lexington Avenue due to police activity. No further details have been provided. The investigation is ongoing.
Great big thank you to our reporter, Miss Stormy.
I mean, this is what you hired me for, right?
Bro. He's
So I'm guessing he's still in the building.
my God. Well,
Let me see if there's anything else. That was as of 14 minutes ago. That's the latest, it looks like.
8 minutes ago, somebody on Twitter said that suspect is in custody. But, man, no.
Oh, they got him in custody?
Yeah. Oh, wow. This guy, wow, this dude has a straight up freaking. Gotta see this.
And we
So this is a picture of this guy walking up with, look at this assault rifle.
Jesus.
This is wild.
These people just walk in broad daylight with that shit.
Yeah. Dun-dee-da.
No one saw that?
For real. This guy's clearly not with ICE.
Yeah. You said that was on Twitter?
Yeah. You know how I've become
Because you know
this,
I'm on my tablet where the only place I've got Twitter.
you know how I've become this Twitter junkie.
Yeah, he has. He loves it.
Where's that?
He's all like, "You gotta get Twitter.
Dude, I'm
You gotta
telling you.
get it." And I'm like, "I've got it on my tablet. I just don't ever use it."
Hey, you want to be up with the times, you gotta get on the big X.
on the scene, literally hundreds of police officers. Now, because I'm monitoring, hold on just a second, because I'm monitoring other sources of information, I'm not able to make phone calls to my sources while I'm going live here and read information and from
Yeah,
some
what's
of
this
my
guy's motive, huh?
But again, my colleague Arthur
Uh-oh.
Chan.
Did he get fired? Was he
for us,
pissed?
and I'm just reading what he wrote. For background,
Yeah, no
officers
doubt, huh?
on paid detail are technically.
This is kind of interesting here, and I realize they're the state police, but this is interesting to see the county mounties with these hats in New York City.
Right.
That shit must have got real.
In. The gunman walked in.
They said, "All boys on deck."
In
Yeah.
clear view. Do we have pictures? I mean, I'm looking at the pictures.
I mean, to be honest with you, for them to bring in like the state police this fast, I mean, NYPD's got a shit ton of cops, so. But, I mean, they obviously probably thought this was some terrorism thing. I'll shut up now.
Right past the Bank of America building?
Yep, that's the little Esplanade, Bank of America. There's Park Avenue right there.
Oh my gosh. Walks in, the guy's wearing, hold on a second. Oh, okay, hold on to this. The police department is making us move away from the location where we are now, but I want to continue to describe. I hope you guys have the pictures. The suspect apparently wearing a blue blazer.
Where are
It
you
looks like a
seeing
navy
that
blue blazer,
he was
either a light
detained?
blue or a
Twitter.
white collared shirt.
I'm on
Sneakers,
Twitter
like black
full
and
where?
white sneakers.
Can't let
Like
out
to
my
be
secrets.
like a pair of dark jeans carrying
Okay, fine.
No, I'm
an
just playing.
AR-15. Oh, sorry, I'm getting Gotta move. Cops are yelling at us. Okay, thanks, guys. Careful. Carrying what appears to be an AR-15. He's holding it down by his side.
I'm sure she'll
he
say.
is walking, and he seems to be walking with purpose. It's not like he's just casually walking along
He said
the
he had a
street.
bulletproof vest on.
It looks like he is
Interesting.
Yeah, I
intent,
just read that.
obviously,
I'm just not seeing
with an
anywhere where
AR-15 of
it says
carrying
he's
out
been apprehended.
destructive. But what's really striking me about this is that it's broad daylight, and apparently nobody in this moment noticed that this man was walking with an AR-15. And the picture, it is absolutely clear.
Here, I'll
Yeah,
put
you can
this.
see it along here with the mod.
I just sent you the
all
link
right.
in
Now,
Discord to where I
let's
saw
hop
it.
back in here. Just go ahead, leave that back
Okay.
here. That's right.
The person's pretty
We're all
credible.
helping each other out here, okay? This is breaking news. We haven't been experiencing anything like this in quite some time. So now, you were here when all of this went down. You're just on your way
I was
home
going
from work.
home. I was going home. I was going to Grand Central to catch my train and go home. Had my headphones on, and I tell you, I won't wear my headphones again because I saw a rush of people coming past me. A lot of people, and it didn't look like just normal one people walking by me. Rush of people. and
Yeah, like,
I took my headphones.
what do you
off,
do? Just
somebody
hop
said
off the
gun,
subway and you pull
gunshots.
that out of your
And then I
freaking
didn't hear
pocket?
anything, and so I started walking back.
Yeah.
Check it out, and then somebody said gunshots, shooter, active shooter, and then I saw cops going into the Bank of America building, the side entrance with
want
the
us here,
guns
babe?
drawn,
Hold on.
and then that's when I just
Come here.
kind of just backed up and just what was going on.
Maybe they didn't let him in
And a
his
bunch of
safety
people started
deposit
running
box,
out
huh?
of that building, and then
You
that's when
what?
I saw
They didn't let him in his safety
4
deposit
police
box.
officers bringing out another individual that was
He
in a
lost the key in his
uniform,
ID.
that looked injured.
I was
and
kidding.
carrying him out.
All right. So the gentleman that carried out was wearing some type of a
Uh-huh.
uniform, but again, we don't know
Yeah, I don't know if it
what
was,
his job is.
I don't know if it was a security guard or if it was a police officer. It was wearing a blue uniform, and they're carrying him by his arms and his legs out of the rushing out of the building.
The thing of it is, too, because we are in the news business, whenever anything like this happens, we just don't walk by it. Matt stops and starts taking video of the different things that he had seen, and you posted that video of showing it was multiple police officers with their guns drawn
Yeah.
at the door, and then you saw the SWAT team showing up.
Then I saw the SWAT team. Later on, I saw the SWAT team going in.
definitely had
the police
purpose.
presence became
I
much more
feel.
heavy. More police officers, lots of sirens, ambulance. It all
Yeah.
started that you see right here.
Some of our colleagues here from some of the other TV
sorry.
stations thinking that
Look, Storm, she's wearing pink.
Yeah.
who saw something that they wanted an interview with.
Cute.
So, which is understandable. So now, then you overheard people
Yes.
talking, some witnesses. What'd you
as we
hear?
were there, I was there with my camera, kind of recording as much as I could. I did speak to an individual that was closer to the church, where there's a lot of people that kind of sit there and wait for, I think it's food donations, or they're there.
Right.
And they said that a woman said that she saw somebody with an AR-15 going into the building, and then so that confirms what Arthur Chen said in the photograph. Confirms
Yeah,
what
he
that
definitely,
eyewitness saw, that there was somebody walking the building with AR-15 sneakers going right into
Jesus.
the building.
Dude wasn't even disguised.
Colleague Peter
No.
Fassini,
No, he was just
Just
ready.
like- Well, he was disguised, but you remember,
of the
what's his name, that dressed up with pigtails and was carrying the AR.
Oh, you always blow me away on this stuff.
After everything that we do in this business, it's
Don't even-
shocking to me.
don't even try it.
Like this. It's broad daylight.
Yeah, and especially
That link you sent me took me to nothing. I sent you the screenshot.
Oh, a dog. Yeah.
all the
Fire away.
way fire away. So you just don't know where he came
Sorry.
from. If he got out of a vehicle.
You're
or
good, by
what.
the way.
because,
Shanda
I didn't
Vander
see
Ark
anything
was
that-
denied a new trial.
Was that homegirl?
Yeah.
I thought you said yesterday she was granted.
She was. I just read just now, as of 3 hours ago, no new trial for her.
Oh, well.
And they are reaching out to their sources to get the information. My colleague Arthur Chan reporting from a source. Now, again, all
She
this
had a
information
hearing
is preliminary.
for a new
The
trial.
shooter
It was
ended up
denied.
shooting himself, self-inflicted gunshot wound, found on the 33rd
Ow.
floor.
Oops, sorry,
God
guys.
damn.
Okay,
Wobbly.
let me see here. The person that you saw being carried out of the building was taken to New York Presbyterian, which is not far from here at all. One of the best hospitals in the world.
This guy made it to the 33rd floor.
Apparently that person is in bad shape, according to my colleague Arthur Sheehan.
Yeah, but did he go through
we can only
the
pray
stairwell?
that whoever
Man,
this
that dude
person
would be
is,
gassed
they
out
pull
by the time he got to the
this.
33rd
But
floor.
again, he is hearing
Well,
from
it
the
depends.
source that the shooter shot himself.
I mean, how
He is
much he worked
down
out and stuff.
on
Maybe
the
not.
33rd floor of the building. So talk to me a little bit more. Hold on just a second. The gunman walked in with an AR-15 again in clear view, which you and I have been talking about. He was also wearing sunglasses, dark sunglasses, navy jacket, black jeans. Did anything? Hold on. Confirm.
Linda, the
Okay,
police were in there for a while. Like,
cops are coming through here. I gotta move. Get over to the other
Uh-oh.
side.
Lady in pink. Gotta go. Yeah, he definitely had dark pants on.
You
Black,
get over. Get over.
blue coat. Dude looked like the mailman.
Okay, we got an NYPD vehicle coming down 50th Street here. We don't know if they're parking there to keep us at distance. That might be the situation now. Because all of the police officers that are out here, they're dealing with, no, it looks like he's backing up to park. The situation that they're dealing with, not only do they have to keep the area contained where the active shooter went into the building, but they have to keep pedestrians safe. And New York City is one of those areas where, and it happens to us all the time, and we see it all the time being in the news business, that you could be 2 blocks from here, could be a major explosion going on, and you have no idea that anything is even happening because you're 2 blocks away. And unless you come into that street or that area where it's happening, you still don't realize. So that's what police are dealing with, having to push back literally hundreds and hundreds of people who are walking along the sidewalks on 50th, 51st, 52nd, 53rd, between Lexington and Park and Madison, because they have to keep the public away. The media, which they just did, now what's going on? There's people
Push
getting,
back the
some
media?
officers getting out of a truck here. I'm sorry, I'm on the phone. What's up? On air. Okay. All right. So we're going to stop here for now. Okay, folks, hold. You have to call into the station. They're going to take us live on 37 Fox 5 News.
Just
Tune
ran
into
blue.
Fox 5 News. Also stay here, but you can watch both at the same time. Again, I'm Linda Schmidt, Fox 5 News. I'm here with Gus. He's my cameraman. My colleague, Matt Onimus, who was on his way home from work, saw all of this happening. So he's been filling us in. Give us about 30 seconds and we'll be back with you live on air.
5 Circle, we will
You're
definitely be
kidding.
keeping an eye on their coverage. Thanks to Linda Schmidt there on the scene that continues. The updates are really fluid situation that is happening right now in town. Images are playing out on this Monday past 7:30. New York City. Our next guest to help break down breaking news are seeing.
You know, none of them have said that they captured him. Well, they had to.
Yeah, I haven't heard it, and I don't see it anywhere.
But if they mentioned he was on,
I'm still looking.
if they mentioned he was on the 33rd floor and he shot himself, I'm guessing they probably have to have captured him, but they haven't directly said it.
Yeah.
New York City is no stranger to these active shooter events, and they train quarterly for this. So, you know, the men and women of the NYPD are ready for this because we see with the huge presence that they have around this building on the corridor. And, you know, they're just now going through the process of locating witnesses and making sure that scene is secure for crime scene.
talk about what is it like when in a setting past 7 o'clock? What what goes in that effort?
The cluster F.
A lot of manpower, and you see that we see an emergency service vehicle here, so there elements of the Joint Terrorism Task Force, I knew, in fact, is on the scene. But here's the deal: they've got to make sure this shooter is contained within that building, Mike, because it's a high rise, like you're saying. And God forbid, if he's alive, he could still take shots from that high rise. So we need to, number one, secure that shooter, whether he's deceased or not deceased, and make sure that shooter is secured. And then you go to the backup of starting to process the crime scene, et cetera.
Oh my God, I got
But
something in my
it's an
eye.
undertaking to locate
It's your
especially
eyeball.
if it's a single shooter on the 30th up
It's an
floor of one of these
eyelash,
high rises.
and it's bothering me so bad.
Methodically as you escalate up the building.
When we see images like this, horrifying, going on, like at random, I mean, what does people try to do? New York City responsible. So elements are out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't know the motive for this particular shooter, but I can almost assure you that once that shooter and everything's
Right, looks like we did maybe lose their Jamie. We'll be keeping an eye on that. As soon as we get Jamie back, we will bring you more from him as he was trying to explain. But now taking you now back out live right now, we are continuing to follow the very latest is coming from New York City. Obviously, a very, very fluid situation that is happening right now in Midtown Manhattan. You are seeing the response that is coming. It looks like we have reestablished with Jamie. Sorry, we lost you there for a moment, Jamie.
I'm sorry, I'm traveling back up to DC, so I apologize. I'm at the airport. But as I was saying, that the building, it's a high rise, so you have you're going to have to secure the outer perimeter of that building, and then, as I was saying, methodically might go and clear the interior of that building floor by floor. We heard rumor that he's on 30th or 30 and above, but you got to make sure they're not a secondary shooter in this situation, and it's just officers say at this point, but also there's going to have to be a quick step in their step because we just don't know if he's down or not down, for the lack of better words.
Sure. And just talk about the response. What is it like for those first arriving officers that are coming on? And, like you said, you don't know at that point, is there multiple? Where is the actual shooter? How do they do that in such an urban environment?
You're depending on those 911 callers that are calling into the emergency system for information and intelligence. So as you're arriving and responding to that scene, you're collecting that information from the call.
Hi.
So once you arrive, then you want to get eye and ear witnesses to find out who, what, where, and when. And in this case, it was supposedly a single shooter with multiple victims. So you want
ready for a nap?
I'm starving.
But you have to protect anyone else from bad man. You're going to have to eventually go after him. We've seen this in training on an active shooter training. You want to go to immediately.
Jamie, how at that point when you were just seeing it all unfolding, how do you know that there's not maybe explosives area? How do they kind of try to locate that if there is some of those elements?
Yeah, we've seen that play out in the past. Just recently, I think up in Idaho, they had something similar where they actually
Dan,
found
I haven't
an
stopped today. I
IED,
haven't even
after a
eaten
shooting.
today.
So you're going to have to methodically clear that crime scene with a lot of personnel. I can assure you that the NYPD and the Joint Terrorism Task Force has bomb units on the scene just in the event they find an explosive device, so they can obviously make that safe so they can continue searching for the gun.
So true. And now we're just taking a live look here at the scene. And a couple of times they were pushing back the general public as well as the media members about a couple of blocks away while this was still unfolding. It was that just weren't sure of the location maybe yet, and they just wanted to make sure everyone was safe.
Yeah, keep in mind you have personnel that's clearing that building and securing that inner perimeter, but also you're going to have an outer perimeter keeping the public safe and the media in this case. So, you know, they want to make sure that
Oh, that
everyone's
was
back
freaking
far
delayed.
enough. And just as you mentioned, what if there is an explosive device somewhere on the street? So they want to clear that street along with that building simultaneously to make sure that the outer and inner perimeter is secure, not only for the shooter, but potential device that maybe have planted before the shooting.
So much for giving us
Oh, huh?
here.
Thank you, Mike.
We are staying on this right now. I do want to take you now back out to coverage from Fox 5 in New York. Let's listen right now.
All of this started to go down. Anonymous, on your way home, in your own words, what did you see?
Yeah, I was walking home to Grand Central to catch the train to go home. I had my headphones
So,
on, which
I'm guessing this is our Free Palestine girl, huh, Dan?
More than just one or two. It was just a ton of
Jeepers.
people. Turned around, somebody said,
Hey,
you know,
Kane.
shooter, shooter.
Hey, Kane, what's up?
So I didn't hear anything.
Good
I
to
took my
see
headphones on,
you.
started walking back towards,
Oh,
because I saw
yeah,
some people
that's,
were kind of walking back towards 51st.
You better
and so when I
rewatch my
walked back
live
there,
since you
I saw
didn't
police
come.
officers with the gun drawn.
I'm just kidding. I know you were
Called,
live.
Fox 5, I called the newsroom.
And
There's
I'm
something
so
going on,
sorry. I
and
did
then I just
not
started
see
recording on
that
my
you
phone.
had a live
Officers going into
scheduled,
the
or I would
side
have made
entrance of
mine a
Bank of
different
America.
time. I felt so
Gun drawn.
bad.
Bunch of people come running out.
I wonder who this freak is.
Then there were 4 officers that were carrying.
Maybe that's her husband, huh?
It's another officer. It could have been
Maybe.
another person.
Guy looks like he just came out of a soccer game.
Because they were carrying him out with both their hands and their feet.
Look at that hairdo. I think the freaking, what is this?
That was waiting.
And
Like,
then also,
the top blends in with the bottom. I guess this is, somebody must have told them the freaking drape. What's that thing? That saying? The
church.
something has to match the drapes or something.
That he was talking to a woman who
Does
saw
the curtain
somebody
or
with an
does the
AR-15
drapes
going into
match
the
the
building.
curtains or
Yeah,
something like
And
that?
that's when they-
You know where
they
I'm
heard
going.
automatic gunfire.
Something
I
like
heard-
that.
I don't know, but that guy's whack.
Not so much rapid fire like an 15, but just I heard like a pop pop.
Thanks,
The
Dan.
streaker at the soccer game.
Police want us to move their bags. We got it. Much. Thank you. So police are moving us. Hold on. Please go ahead. Police are moving us back here. They want us to get as far back from Park Avenue because this incident that happened and just around the block from where we
Yeah,
are right
this guy
now.
looks
So
like
we
he's
have to
got
keep walking to the location where they want us to stop.
The dude's hair and his beard look
Yeah,
like
the carpet matched the the carpet matched the pubes.
looked like he was wearing a
I think
wreath.
the pubes is the
What's
carpet.
Look at this.
Hey Donna, good to see you.
What? Tell me this. Tell me this guy doesn't look like he's wearing a wreath. That's a wreath. This whole thing here. Yeah, that's Travis Decker.
It is not.
I
Stop.
know.
So Park, just where we just were, block beyond that to Madison.
Oof, yeah.
So they're getting us down here. Great, thank you. Gated, stay safe. Yes, and they want us to be on the other side of Lexington, away from the that. We're walking. Tell me real quickly what it is that the witnesses told you that they saw.
The witness said that he was talking to a woman who saw AR-15 that side entrance. Had a gunfire, and that's what.
Right, so now we are at Lexington 50th Street. Did you guys want us to keep talking, or do you need me to wrap, or what do you want to do?
You need me to wrap?
I'm
I'll be
sorry.
right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All
Her
right.
husband must.
So for right now, Natasha, I'm going to toss it back to you.
Her husband must tell her that she talks too much.
Natasha, I'm going back to you.
Linda, thank you very much. Are Kendall Green right now with the very latest? Kendall, what can you tell us?
I could have sworn somebody was knocking on my door.
It looks like we're having some issues with Kendall's setup there. Want to recap really quickly what Matt Onimus was saying. The sources told him. So he was out there on the scene. He said that someone and walk in with an AR-15 gun. Witnesses say that they heard pops. What we know confirmed is at least 2 people have been shot at a Manhattan office building. In that area, there's Bank of America, a number of banks, too, a very, very heavy police presence in that office building in Midtown Manhattan. We do have Kendall Green now with the very latest. Kendall, if you can hear us, where are you and what can you tell us?
Hey, what's going on, Natasha? We're here along 54th and Park Avenue. The building in middle of the scene is right there near 943 Park Avenue, not too far away from us. They've been pushing us back for
Thank
quite
you,
some time as well. Since we
Dan.
got
See you
here. Talked to a
later.
bunch of witnesses, told us they heard
See you,
some
Dan.
of those shots ring out. They also heard
Be safe out
warnings
there.
coming from other cities that was
Bye.
inside that building. I have some of those witnesses right here. I'm going to be joined by one of the individuals who was inside, pretty close by. Talk to me about what you heard. Just tell me about it.
I was city biking today down, and I pulled up and I saw, cops in with guns. I saw a car, black BMW parked right outside the car, and then I saw 5 minutes later 2 people getting dragged out by police. Not sure if it was a shooter or a civilian, but I saw 2 people, put in ambulance. Couldn't tell if they
Where
were
do you
alive
see
or
Meg P at?
but
I don't see her.
That's
Said that you
insane.
thought there was some sort of robbery or something going on.
looked at first like it was in that positioned into that's the Blackstone. And then, through cops immediately, and then, 5 minutes, 100 cops, two came out, in the hands of if they're alive or kind of dead.
Type of response here along Park Avenue. A bunch of businesses, including where you work, as well. I mean, the surprise.
Sorry, say that again.
This type of response here along Park Avenue, nobody could imagine.
Yeah, I've been for many years. This very sad. Okay, and, shout out to the first responders for showing up within minutes.
Uh-oh. He's upset.
Situation, so
Well,
whatever they can.
the Blackstone building also
What?
houses the NFL.
Here, well, folks evacuated in here for
I like how turning my chair was going to help me hear you better.
How'd that work out for you?
It didn't.
Well, don't keep it up. You might get dizzy.
Saw just a few
For
cop
fuck's
cars
sake.
and guns like running around, and out of nowhere they started pushing down to 53rd because they realized that the shooter was in the 30th and we were in the shooting zone. And then ambulances have just been
how long now?
About an hour and a half now trying to wait. Originally, we were back over 51st and 52nd, and they started coming like right away. Get back, get back. Then you start hearing and seeing cop cars coming from all different directions, roads, and then we've just progressively been and one officer there. As no, but they haven't given us any details. We're finding out.
Question here. Spoke with another individual who that was evacuated as well. The latest on that and just.
Witnesses there painting a really terrifying scene.
These people.
Talking about a shooter perhaps on the 30th floor with police officers running with machine guns. I know that officers are pushing a lot of our reporters around this perimeter, as you can see behind you, still a very active scene. Maybe you can tell us about what's in that area in terms of the building. So I've heard Bank of America.
But yet, none of them can say that they got the shooter, like, directly. What are they doing?
Probably because they don't.
Ugh.
He's lost.
I believe owns.
They don't know where he's at.
349 Park. I believe Bank of America that building as well. So the different buildings, not specific. I can't give you specifics on it. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. So you're on Park Avenue near 52nd. Where are we seeing? And I think right now we're looking at Skyfox video too from one of the vehicles here. Again, just you're joining us right now. We know that 2 people have been shot at a Midtown Manhattan office building. This is 52nd between Park and Lexington Avenue.
Was Meg P in
We've
here?
been
I
hearing
don't
a
see
lot
her.
of witness accounts
Yeah,
there
me
on the
neither.
scene with a number of our reporters in that area. Please avoid it because, as you can see, it's still a very heavy police presence. We've heard that people saying that they heard gunshots. They saw someone walking in with an AR-15 gun. We do know that at least 2 people have been shot. Our Kendall Green is on the scene, as well as Linda Schmidt. They're just being moved around in that very, very active scene. Again, a massive police presence. We're hearing a lot of information coming in, drips and drabs. At least 2 people, again.
I wonder what the deal with this car is. Just a free Palestine lady.
I don't know the deal with any of this is.
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
just here. I just work here.
It's been a very scary situation. Again, just to paint a picture of where this is. Yeah, this is Midtown Manhattan, a very busy area in terms of there's an MTA station, subway station right
okay,
there, 53rd
Donna.
and
I was like, I
Lexington. You have a
don't see
number
her.
of corporate businesses there. This all unfolding in the middle of rush hour and people getting out of their offices. So let's get back to Kendall Green, who is on the scene. Kendall, looks like you've got a witness there.
You were evacuated from the building right across the street. You were watching from a corner building when you saw everything unfolding. Talk to me about what happened. What'd you see?
Well, I work across the street here at 399 Park, which is 2 blocks away from shooting occurred. And it was pretty scary.
Need to wake
from
up.
Perspective of
Wake
this is where
up.
I work every day, and the shooter 2 blocks away. So,
Oof, man, just
Scary.
gave myself whiplash
30,
doing
40
that.
minutes.
Businesses on this trip. How many businesses have there were you?
So, very high-end financial firms, hedge funds, law firms that were all working 5
No, it's every day like
when
that in
an active shooter
Chicago.
on Park Avenue. Time for a lot of us.
And when you guys were getting evacuated, telling you were in some type of or a shooting
And
zone,
Donna, right?
danger. Authorities tell you.
Well, they were telling us not to evacuate. They were telling us to shelter in place and to get away from the windows because they didn't know where the shooter was. Yes.
They're in the building, evacuated right across shelter in place because that active shooting is on. So definitely shaking up people.
Yeah. All right, Kendall, thank you so much. And look at this. We just got a picture in of the suspect. In his hand, looks like that is an AR-15, or at least an assault rifle. Very scary situation, as that man just described. Again, there are a lot of hedge funds, law firms, banks in that area on Park Avenue, Midtown Manhattan. And this is a picture now we're getting of that suspect. 2 people have been shot. That man that we just heard from was one of the men who was
that's unreal.
evacuated 2 blocks away from where this active shooter scene was all going down. He said that he was evacuated for 30 to 45 minutes.
Strolling in.
Also hearing some reports that people had to shelter in place. So while this is all unfolding, really towards the end of
I've
the
been
workday
sheltering
for a
in
lot of
place for the
people
past
in that
like 10
area,
years.
and so many businesses in that one building too.
I leave my house
High-end,
on
hedge
Wednesday
funds, law
and
firms,
Thursday
banks,
for a
again.
few
So,
hours,
What the
and that's
hell?
it.
quite an active scene. A
Come
lot
on now.
of police
Bitch
in that
don't go
area,
nowhere.
understandably
The-
so. It's a very active scene, 52nd between
They
Park
did.
and Lexington Avenue. Let's go back to Linda Schmidt,
Jeez.
who, when we last checked
I
in with
take
her,
that
she was
back. I go to
being
my
moved
backyard.
due to that active scene. So, Linda, any new updates of what you can share with us? I know you're with
Come
Matt
on now.
Anonymous right now, who, you know, was walking by when he heard some of this scene unfold.
That's right. He actually got some of the video that you guys have probably been showing on the air and also streaming. We are located right now. We're at Lexington and 50th, where this happened, and they pushed us back. Where this happened is one block that way, 51st, and about halfway up the block. And it was one of the side entrances to the building. Now, Matt, who works with us, we've worked with each other for more than 20 years.
Get it right,
He was
people.
on his way home from work. To describe not people, what you got to see. Talk to me about it.
Yes,
Yeah, I
it's
was
the
walking
purge.
Grand Central to take the train home, and about 6:20, and all of a sudden I had headphones on, and all of a sudden just a rush of people were running past, and more so than just a couple of people. So I took my headphones off, and somebody said
Chaos.
gunshots, shooting, and I turned back and I saw some people quiet down for a second, and some people were walking back towards 51st Street. So I started walking back to check it out. I saw officers with their guns drawn. I immediately called Fox 5, talked to our news director. Said there's something going on. And then I just got my phone out and I started shooting a video. The officers around the Bank of America building, about to go in, just hiding behind and planters that were there. And then they ended.
Wasn't Mangione in Manhattan?
Yeah.
And then 4 officers came out, and they were carrying what looked like to me another officer that looked injured by arms and legs to an ambulance or police car.
We're running with him.
Yeah, and it went on for a long time. Nobody knew what to do, so people were just still milling about 51st Street. I did hear a few gunshots. Officers started flooding the area and go back. That's where we are right now. More than ambulance officers coming into the.
I have seen as one of our companies able to get a picture. Back there's pictures of him, and he looks like a guy. It looks like he's about late 30s, early 40s. He's wearing dark sunglasses. He's got black curly hair. He looks like he's dressed like a hip guy, and he's wearing a blazer, a collared shirt that's either white or light blue, jeans. And he is carrying what has been told to us is an AR-15, carrying it like this. Now, I don't know if you can see. Now, an AR-15 would go from like here on me up to about here. In broad daylight, walking down Park Avenue, going through an esplanade, that time of night because people are on their way home from work. And you're in Midtown, lots of financial industry, Park Avenue. And walking with purpose, on his way to do something. And
It was definitely intense.
Looking at those pictures.
That area was wide open too, so walking with an AR-15 down Park Avenue, you wonder if he got.
This is like 3 blocks away from the other deal.
It was a big, wide open area, and there's nobody else around him. You can see from that security.
Okay,
crazy.
Maybe
it's
5.
It's just him. It does look like an AR-15 rifle. And when I was taking videos, one eyewitness said that he spoke to a woman that was sitting right there, saw somebody walk in with an AR-15. She heard automatic fire.
Hey, now the building that we're talking about again is right around the block from where 2 of the primary businesses that are in that building, the NFL, which it was reported that they told their employees to shelter in place when all was happening, and also Blackstone, a financial company. Again, this is on Park Avenue town. Lots of financial companies here. They're not just down on the street. They are here as well. Nobody knows at this point who this person is, who the suspect is, but it is being reported that he killed himself on the 33rd floor.
Wow.
So he went in.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
We don't know what floor that he did that on, but we are hearing that the moment that he entered the building that he started firing. That's what we are hearing. But again, so much of this information, this is
Hey, can you check your
news.
Discord?
Oh, I'm on it right now.
10 after 6.
Oh, okay.
This information can change as the night progresses. What we do is that there is a suspect, he has killed himself, and multiple people were shot. Now, I just want to take a look here real quickly at what they were saying.
Oh yeah, no doubt, Victorine Blackstone.
Associated
That's
Press
that
reporting
frickin'.
at least 2 people.
Oh,
AP is
damn.
reporting at least 2 people,
What the
including a
hell's
New York State
Blackstone
police
behind?
officer, shot in a building. A person familiar with the matter tells the Associated.
Damn
I
it.
don't know the conditions of people in this particular. But you come and go. This is your route.
Wasn't
that you take every
Blackstone
day to
brought
work.
up in the
So you're not
Mangione
really
thing?
thinking. You got your earphones
Yeah.
on, like
That's
so
what I thought.
many people today, even on the subway.
That's Black Rock.
because
Yeah,
it's
that's
just how we
Black
live our
Rock.
lives.
Oh.
And then this happened. So, tell me more about how you're feeling
I'll
about
tell you, I won't wear the headphones when
Blackstone's
it kind of
grill.
muffles the sound. Because you have to be alert when you're walking down the street because you don't know
I
what's going
want
to
one.
happen. Thank goodness I saw a bunch
Yeah,
of
no
people
doubt.
because who knows what could have happened if I was left work a little bit later and I was right there when the gunman was walking by. It seemed lucky enough that I walked past. The gunman came. So it's just a luck part, but certainly the headphones on. Known.
that. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Okay, Natasha, back to you.
Terrifying ordeal unfolding there in Midtown Manhattan. We do want to let you know that NYPD commissioner has said that this scene is contained. The shooter has been neutralized. We have to leave the special report there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. He was definitely right on the neutralized. All right. I think they pretty much exhausted everything that's going to be out of that deal. So they found the shooter dead on what, the 30 to 33rd floor.
Yeah.
And they really hadn't said anything about anybody else other than the police officer shot. Yeah.
No.
So we'll have to see what comes out later.
Yes.
All right.
I'll just stay updated.
I think I'm going to jet.
All right.
Good to see you, folks.
Cool.
We'll see you on the flip.
Yes.
Adios.
Bye, y'all.